world.
But he's in a position where he's got to try it.
He's got, see, it was very makeable, but it wasn't easy. You know, it was not by no means. If he'd have got the cue ball down further, closer to the 9-5, then it would have been a hanger.
And I have to know what Paul's thinking. That might have been his last hope right there.
Yeah, I'm going to make a little prediction now. I'm going to predict that this match is over with. Ephraim, he looks pretty comfortable. He's got a nice run out, 4 balls left on the table. I'll go out on a limb this time, John. What do you think?
Be the first time so far in the championship. This was not to be for Paul Potier.
Yeah.
And again, different circumstances every time that Reyes, and he can shoot with either hand, obviously.
Yeah, he's a great player. Well, you know, I'll tell you what, Paul, you can't knock it. It was 128 players in the tournament. He finished 3rd in the world. I think that's a tremendous accomplishment. You know, I'd rather be first, obviously, but 2nd or 3rd is by no means bad.
His best showing as a professional, but it is Reyes who will advance to the final. Efren Reyes defeats Paul Potier, a matchup of the Philippines and Canada, and it goes to the Philippines. So Paul Potier continues his good role. You look back at what happened, a very quick start, which you predicted would be important for Reyes.
Yeah.
Then he bunched some wins at the end, and he never really gave that man, Paul Potier, a chance to get back in it.
He never did, and here you're seeing a shot where he plays the 5-9. It looked easy, but the angle was a little funny. If he'd have been closer to the 5-9, I think he would have had an easy shot. But Ephraim he dominated the match. When he did make mistakes, he got away with it. I think that's a determining factor. If you watch other matches, let's say Strickland and Archer, when that happens, you can see how explosive things happen, and all of a sudden Earl or Archer may win 5 or 6 in a row. It just never really was the case in this particular match, but it could be very possible if they played again.
And, of course, it does set up an outstanding final coming up in Las Vegas. Johnny Archer and Efren Reyes, 2 of the best in the world, and Reyes proving his talents here with the rather easy victory over Paul Potier. He wins it by a score of 11-2, taking 11 of the 13 racks. He moves to the final. The final again from Las Vegas. Reyes advances to the championship, defeating Paul Potier. The final is all set here in Las Vegas. Efren Reyes advancing to the championship round to take on the defending champion, Johnny Archer. He made rather short work of Paul Potier, but an interesting way that he played. He got the early lead, decided to play very conservative until he got a couple of good breaks, and then he really got charged up.
He sure did, yeah. He really didn't give Paul much of a chance. In the beginning, Paul made some mistakes. Again, we're looking at this 5-9 combination. I believe even if he'd have won this game, I think the outcome would have been the same. The lead was just too devastating in this particular match. But Ephraim played what we call, you know, kind of a cagey type conservative match, and he won easily. So, you know, you got to give credit to Ephraim. That's his experience, knowing exactly how to play certain guys. Playing Archer, or maybe myself or Earl or any other top player, I don't think he would have played that style.
But it was a style that worked very well for this man, Reyes, the 38-year-old from the Philippines, because he is headed to the championship against the defending champion, Johnny Archer. And for Paul Potier, certainly a wealth of experience gained by getting this far in the World 9-Ball Tournament.
Yeah, it sure has. He has nothing, you know, to feel bad about. He finished 3rd in the World Championship, and there's many more championships to come. And I'm sure with this experience, I know it's going to log into his brain, and sooner or later, maybe he will make that feat and come in first in a major championship.
He's loose and relaxed now. We'll find out how he does when we come back to Las Vegas for the championships. Meantime, for Mike Siegel, I'm John Sanders. Thanks for being with us for the 1993 World 9-Ball Championship.